to this now. Why isn't the body got massive wealth to feed the hungry, clothe the naked, take care of orphans? I'm not picking on people. You look at many preachers who have massive wealth and they are using it on self. When we say, what would Jesus do? Yeah, but that was Jesus. Hold on, let's come back. What would Jesus do? Do we not claim that as our motto? What would Jesus do? What would Jesus? Oh, yeah, but Jesus had a different calling. Oh, I thought we were all supposed to be little Jesuses. I thought we were all supposed to be like Christ. I thought he was our life, and him we live and move it. Now, don't misunderstand me. I'm letting everybody alone. Pastor Mike, if God gives you masses of amount of money, you can talk to my kids. We've talked about it for years. Orphanages everywhere will find an influx of finances to where it's not their concern anymore. Widow ladies. I saw the front cover many years of Columbia where there was a policeman standing over a stack of dead bodies of children, orphans that were running wild in the streets of Columbia, and they were shooting them like they were nothing but rabid dogs and throwing these children. How can your bowels of compassion not be moved? How? So through the years, I linked up with men of compassion like Franklin Graham. We used to work with him, and God gave us literally over $1 million worth of medicine, and we took it into Romania. You remember that, Pam? With Mike Vi and his wife, we would ship tons of clothing and motorcycles, and we didn't take none of that for ourselves. We just funneled it through. Why? That's the heart of God. When I was hungry, you fed me. When I was naked, you clothed me. This is not one man's job, one woman's job. I'm here to tell you this is all of our jobs. And when you've got the heart of Jesus, nobody will have to try to get you involved. You will roll up your sleeves, and you will finally stop thinking about yourself, and you will begin to look at what God says is most valuable. What is that, Pastor Mike? One soul. One soul has more value than anything else. We need the heart of God. Let me tell you something. Before you're going to be full of the Holy Ghost, you have got to have a baptism of love. Because if God just gives you all the power of His Spirit and you don't have love, you're going to make a name for yourself. You're going to be dressing fancy, driving fancy. You're going to have bodyguards. You're going to live in mansions. You need a baptism of love to where you laugh at that stuff. I ain't got time for that. That's Mickey Mouse. That's Donald Duck. That's Pluto the dog. I want Jesus. You're nuts, Pastor Mike. Thank God if you call this insanity. But see, I'm not trying to make you a believer. I've got to be there. So I got this baptism of love. Oh, this love, this fire came down, and yet Mike Yeager was there, and yet not I. Paul said, I am crucified with Christ. Nevertheless I live, yet not I, but Christ lives within me. This baptism. Are you there yet, Pastor Mike? Are you crazy? I'm not. You can lose that baptism. You can get baptized in love. I'm telling you, not judging. I had somebody tell me one time, and they gave me a tip of a well-known preacher, a videotape, revival meeting. They said, Pastor Mike, you got to watch this, And I'm excited about God. I'm not critical of people. And so my son and I took and we're excited, and we put it in. And we look at each other aghast, and we go, listen, he's going after the widow lady's money. He's going after the poor woman's money, whose daughter is an alcoholic, whose son is an addict, and he's telling him that you can buy them out of that addiction. I said, shut it off, and we tore it out, and we broke it up, and I couldn't watch that preacher. I couldn't watch him. How dare you make people think you can get your son saved by giving money? Get somebody healed. Won't God move upon me to give? Yes, God moves upon you. Yes. Artificial.